So welcome back guys. Today is 20th of January and we have we have an early closing today, and let's see what we can see in the market today, and let's start with the Dow Jones. So as we all know that we took a trade on Friday which was potentially 2 hour. I'm going to just quickly break down that trade for the viewers. So before deleting the markups from before, I'll just break down the trade that we took on Friday. So the trade was placed somewhere around here. Let me check in the Discord. It was somewhere around here at 714, right? 714, somewhere around here. So yeah, the trade was executed here. Sorry, I don't have the markup here, but I will try to explain on the trade. So we entered here after the breakout of this area. Since we had a imbalance formed from before, and the key level before from before, which was somewhere around this, I will just mark it with 2 pixels so that we can see it there in the price. So since the price was very close to this level, it was kind of uh, what's going on, dude? Yeah, here, sorry. This was the swing high where the price was hovering around before we executed, after we executed. So the price broke this area of consolidation, giving us a potential gain of what, 3R exactly? Yeah, 3R. But as I spotted this level of the swing high, I was a bit unsure about the price breaking out this level, because this point you can also possibly see a rejection, you know, after taking some liquidity price could have fallen down. But since the trade was very well planned and it executed with literally zero drawdown, which was a phenomenal entry, and I was waiting for the confirmation if I saw any candle which was, which indicates that there's any kind of exhaustion for the bulls. I would have just closed my trade or put my stop loss to the break even. So as you can see, the price took the order from here and then it just kept going up until we hit the target. My potential target was 3R, but since we entered very late in the market, which was around say 4:30, so I just played it safe and I closed with 2R. It was taken live on YouTube, and that's it. So this is what I wanted you guys to know, that this was the trade that we took, and this is plan the trade plan that I'm sharing with you guys now. So if you have any questions of why I took this trade or any other queries, you can just contact me back in our group on Discord. So let's go to the bigger time frame and see what the market has for us. Since we all know that the market is going to close early today, we have just like 3 hours of trading, 3 hours and a half, as well as today is Trump's inauguration day. So you can expect volatility at that time. So the market scenario is going to be a bit, I would say, unpredictable, which makes sense, because there will be lots of players, depending on what he says and how it impact the economy of the US. It would just affect the indices and stocks and indices more than anything else. So we have to be careful, and we will see that we if we get a chance, we take all our safety measures before any executions. So as we can see, this is the weekly level. I will just mark as W, which is very important today. It might, due to the volatility today in the market, it might test this level, because you can see this in the weekly candle. We have a huge engulfing, which means that the price would potentially test from where it has broken, which is this level. So the price might come down to fill up this gap before any further leg up, right? So let's see in the daily time frame. But before we move to the daily, we can just set our targets. I mean, not targets, but set our markups on on the weekly time frame, which is here. Look, this could be a potential target for any buys in swing if you are trading CFDs. Otherwise, in futures, you cannot trade swing normally. So this is it. This is a daily time frame, and you can see that the daily time frame also has left some imbalance, which is here. So there is a slight chance of price to test this level as well, but that would require a lot of volatility and orders today, since it's like three candles down. And this was because of the CPI, as I remember. Yeah, I think it was on Wednesday. Yeah, I think it was on CPI. So you can see in the daily time frame that the price has reached to a certain level, which could potentially provoke a sell off. Why? Because it's a level of imbalance, and it tend to react on these levels more than anything anywhere else. So this is the imbalance area, which was already tested yesterday, not yesterday, on Friday. But we will break down in the 4-hour time frame to see if there's any other gap, which I think there is. Yeah, as I said, that in 4 hours you can see the complete imbalance lies here. So it's very likely that the price would like to test this level as well as take out this high from before. Could be, it's a very possible scenario. So I'm going to mark up with this 1 pixels or maybe 2. So this is the high that we expect. If this high is taken out, and if the price managed to stabilize above this level, like how we did here, look, the price managed to stabilize above this level. So we will be sure, like I can be sure already, because price is bullish, and you can see the price has taken out the highs from before. Look here, the price has taken out the highs from here. You can see it has clearly broken the structure, taken out the highs, then went off for another high, took it out, and then the price has managed to close above these levels. So you can say that the price is bullish as far as I can see. And as long as the price maintains this trend, but I'm not a fan of trend line, but as long as the price remains above this level, sure for any we are sure of our bias, which is going to be a buy. I don't have a bias primarily, but when you see the market behavior, you want to bet more on the trend. Like, you want to find trades which aligns with the trend. That's something like playing safe, because anti-trend, it's a very, I mean, tough game to play, like finding reversals or entering for the retracements. That's not a kind of entry that I look for. I look for the entries which could potentially give us like 2 or 3 hour. But at the same time, we will plan the both scenarios, since the price is at the level where it can be rejected. So you can see that the price has left the imbalance here, which completes around this level here at 44070, which is also a key level. So when the price reaches at certain point, which which shows that the price is in a round of level like 44,000, 44,500, or 45,000, 50,000, any round of level, it's considered to be a key level, where you can, you can not predict, but you can find the reversal entries. All right, but I think the reversals would be only a short terms, because I think any pullback at this point would be a buying opportunity, according to me and according to what you see in the market, according to the trend. All right, so we will look for sell maybe when the price breaks this level, and you know if any candle in 4 hour closes below this level or below this level, that would be the change of bias. But let's not talk about that now, because we have this bias very clear in our head. It's bullish, but it has reached at certain point that we could possibly see some kind of rejection. So this is the key level, plus this is the imbalance, plus this is the last high, which was at December 18th. All right, so let's get back to the 4 hours. So we have this area, and now we will see what we got in 1 hour. 1 hour, we can see that the price still has got a huge imbalance to be filled, and we can see that the price has also made a move of structure, a structural move. You can see this, the price has taken out this structure, which was something like this. The structure has been taken out. It looks very clear that the structure has been taken out. All right, so in this case we see that the structure plus the zone has also broken to the upside. So we have a very clean entry on this, like around, if you put the entry like this on Dow Jones, but the stops are not gonna cover, because it's, I as you know that I always tend to put like 50 take stop losses. But we'll see when we move to the lower time frame if we can find some more refined entry, more precise entries. So I will mark up the level, which is here as well, because the price has broken this level in order to go up as well. You can see that the price has left some imbalances which is still not filled, and the time frame is around 1 hour. It's 1 hour, so it's very I mean, we cannot ignore it. As well as in 4 hours, you can see the price has left huge imbalances here. The price has left one imbalance here. So these are the potential zones. These are the potential levels that you could, just keep in your mind, so that you just don't get. I mean, when you see the price coming down, you when you put the markup, you see that you have a reason for here to enter if you see any kind of move in the structure to the upside. So instead of getting feared, like, okay, the price is falling, now it will fall and it will, I don't know where it will go. So just if you place your markups, you are like less paranoid that, okay, if the price is coming here, we have something, we have a reason for the price to come here, we have a reason that price could potentially react on this level. So as you can see, in the 30 minutes time frame, we have a very precise entry, which could be here around this corner in 50 ticks. If you place, yeah, I think this entry is a very good entry according to me and my perspective. So I would like to place a trade buy limit, but I don't always do what I like. I just want to find more reasons and more technicals to validate the trade. So I will just leave that for later. Let's see what we have in the 15 minutes. 15 minutes, the same scene. You can see that the price has left the imbalance, and it looks like a very clean buy. But at the same time, we'll mark this level with the 5 minutes, which looks like it's broken. Yeah, it is. So what we have here around, like overall we see that the price in here in 1 hour, in 4 hour, we see that the price has made a structure shift from this point, leaving some imbalances below, which makes this entry a bit risky because Dow Jones, you it could go and take the imbalance before shooting up. It likes to get the most discounted price. So let me see if the live recordings are going well. Yeah. So yeah, we have one imbalance level which makes this entry above a bit risky, but I think it's uh, worth the risk because if the price takes this level, if the price breaks this level, and if it fails to, you know, fails to get a huge pullback and close above, then the price might become on the sell side because as we know that the price is getting rejected from the key level and the imbalance from here. So we will see how the price reacts in this 15 minutes and where the price stands before it gets open. So I will just place some quick markups on 15 minutes. We can see that this is the level that the price has broken before, but this here is a huge imbalance that could potentially be our entry point, my entry point, which I think the risk is very very like minimal, not too much. I could take like potentially half of my size as compared to my other trades. So if the price plays, if the price respect this level here, I can possibly add some more uh, contracts. So let's see what happens and what how the market plays. But at the same time, we also have a risk of price not coming in this level because you can see that the huge impulse on this level around 43,600 40 43 43,640. The price has a huge impulse on the buy side, and yeah, so we hold on. Hold on a second. I don't know why I get texts at this time. It gets a bit annoying, but at the same time I cannot ignore them. So yeah, so this would be my. I think I will place a limit order here. I mean, I would like to. I mean, I would like to wait for the price when it comes here to see if there's any kind of, you know, kind of, like good price action, or I can put the limit order. So we'll see because we still have time. We still have 10 minutes for the market to get open. So this is the overall analysis on Dow Jones. I'm going to come back to on ES. Wow, ES still is respecting this level. Anyway, so on ES we see that the price has reached, price has broken. Come on, I'm going to delete all the markers from before. Yeah, the price has broken this last high. It has capitalized above this level, and it has very well taken the imbalance which was left today in London on in Asia. I think it has taken this imbalance very well. So I think XPX is more today more reliable. Let me see what happened in the Dow Jones as well. Dow Jones as well, but there's a bit of imbalance left to be filled. So I mean, it's okay. We'll see. And on the 4 hours, we can see the same thing, something similar, but let's see. This area needs to be taken out. The price needs to capitalize above this level, and in 1 hour we see that we have a kind of imbalance from Friday in this level, But at the same time, we also see that the price has taken out this level of 1 hour very well. So we have this imbalance left here, a huge imbalance which can potentially be tested at time of open. So this is something that it helps you not to get manipulated while you see the moves, right? Because you see that the imbalances are here and price should fill them up. So when it comes down, you, instead of getting scared, you could just plan your trade, so that you don't move the good moves, don't miss the good moves. So here we can see that the price has taken out levels after levels in 15 minutes as well. Look, it looks very clean to me, and I can see a potential trade here as well in 15 minutes. Same thing in 5 minutes as well. You can see here very good price action. You see price has taken out the structure, the zone, and after the test retest it has shooted up. So maybe the price would not come back to this level, but at the same time let's be optimistic and let's stick to the plan. Maybe we will not get a trade here in this entry. We might not get that lucky, but at the same time we will see, because it is an imbalance, so it can potentially come down, right? So now I'm going to mark up this level in 5 minutes. If the price managed to capitalize above this, then we might get an entry around this, which is also valid regardless the imbalance. But because there's an open sky now for indices, everything, Nasdaq as well, I can tell. But let's see first. Let's just do the markups on this one. There's an open sky, so every dip, even a small dip, could be a directional buying. Even here could be a directional buying. You could just keep buying. But we need to see some good moves before the market opens. I mean, before the market opens, what happens at that time, and we'll see in RT. In RT, we see that this dude has been crazy lately, like really crazy. The movement it's giving to me, crazy. So in RT, you can see the price is at the level of, at the verge of explosion, and you can see that the price has taken out this level as well. So we are left with two levels, one around this, just like SPX, and one above this. So we will have two levels of execution, keeping in mind the imbalances, the fair value gaps. So this, you can see that the price has taken above. It has not taken yet, but the price seems to be going out to the upside. In 1 hour we see a good imbalance. All the indices have a potential buy entry, but if the price comes down, otherwise we'll just keep waiting and we get nothing. So we just see. I am hoping that we get a chance on this one as well. 15 minutes, same story. The risk is less on RT because the stops are covered very well. Not very well, but something similar to Dow Jones. A little bit better, but I will watch RT today because it has the potential to cover up the imbalances, as always. So we have this area very good. I mean, I can take a potential risk of double my size in this one. I can take a risk on this one if the price comes down, of course. So now I'm going to split the screen. Yeah, so I'll split the screen and I will just make sure that we have all the charts in front of us. TRATING trading view. So yeah, we have here Dow Jones that I'm going to keep in front of my eyes, and this one we keep Dow Jones, this one we keep ES. I'll just do the copy the markups. So what is all this? Alright, so we just do the quick markup in SPX here. We have 1 hour time frame here and 30 minutes as well. 15, 5. So we can flip this to this level which has been taken out. I think it looks very clear to me. So we have this same markup more or less. We have one entry here as well which could play out, but we will wait for the market to get open because we don't want to risk anything at the time of opening because we have a lot of volatility at this time. So we'll just be cautious. This could also be an entry, but we'll just play safe. We just go down here to see the main levels here, the imbalance. We see you have a good level here and tight stops. So these are my levels as I showed you guys before. So let's come back to my Dow Jones. I'll just wait. Crown, we don't need this. And let's see. Let's see what we have, what we can get today. To be very cautious, I might risk an entry on Dow Jones here. I'm not sure, but let's see how the market reacts at the time of open. We have just 1 minute left for the market to get open. I might just put a small buy limit on this one, on RT as well. Let's see. Just put an alert on RT. So here it is. I think maybe the New York Stock Exchange is closed. I don't know because today's inauguration day. I assume it's closed. No, today the NYSE is closed, so we might not see the volume here. So we 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 might not see a good volume. So I don't think we will get this entry because the stock exchange is closed today. So we might not get to see what we want because this is a long move for an indices to make, like, since you know that this is how much, let me see, 300 300 ticks. So it's a long move, so I don't think that we will get to see that volatility today because the stock exchange is closed. So I just might not enter because I don't want to enter here at this point because due to lack of volume we will have to wait for hours to achieve any target, and also we will not be able to see any price action, a good price action, I mean. So let's see. Whew. So you can see that there's no volume in the market. The volume is missing. We saw a push from this area, but then it just went missing. So these are the times that personally don't prefer to execute any trades because of two reasons. One, the volume is missing. My trades are mostly based on the volume. And the second, and the most important, the price action. And there's no volume, you don't see much price action. So the we'll wait to see if we get any volume. Otherwise, I'll just call it today because when the stock market is closed, you don't want to trade. That is the least that you would do, especially when it comes on indexes. So I think it's the dead time. I'll just wait for a few more minutes just to have it for some more time since I'm here. So I'll just wait for a while and then I might just call it a day. It would have been a good day, because we have some very, you know, good levels, very good levels with good stop losses and all that. Everything that requires to have a perfect setup. But the only thing is missing is the volume. So, dude, if there's no volume, no trade, no price action. Simple as that. Look on the ES. Oh, shit, what the fuck I did? No, I thought I pressed the sell button. So, yeah, the same thing you see. And let me just close this sheet, otherwise, it will just cost me some money. Where do I fix this sheet from? Scales and lines. Value line. How do I fix this thing? Chart values. Yeah, now it's done. No chart values. Don't need it. At least on this one, because it has got a small screen here. Look, at this point, you can see that this trade is also valid as long you know how to manage your risks properly. Like if you are gonna take a trade like we planned here with your normal lots, you could possibly use half of the lots. Or I'm not going to give any advice, but this is also a good trade. If it comes down here, I could possibly use a half of my lots depending on the price action, how it comes down, to see that we can, scale this trade. Because as I told you, that it's open sky now. You don't have any barrier, nothing. The price is just gonna keep shooting up as long as you don't see any sort of, potential level of rejection like somewhere around here. And so it could just, keep keep shooting up. But at the same time, I tend to take super entries means like very precise entry and more, uh, what to say, that more authentic. And this looks more authentic to me because there's a huge imbalance left. You can see in the 15 minutes as well, there's a huge imbalance left here. So you would like the price to go down to take this level, and then you can look up for a huge, potential target like 4 or 5 hours. Here as well, this can also work. But right now, I mean, you see that the price, when the time came, like the 3:30, the price didn't do much, nothing. The price didn't even move like 50 pips, 50 ticks. So what matters to me, that I want to see the volume. And since the NY is closed today, there's no volume, so it's just not worth it, not worth this one as well. So just I'll just leave it. So but anyways, this remains on the table because as we know that the market will close in 2 hours 30 40 minutes. So this remains on the table. So I think on Tuesday we can get this one, and I would be very glad to take this one in scale. Because then if the price comes down from this level or anywhere from here or from here, we will have a target that could, that we could potentially scale. Like we can just keep trading the stops, because as we can see that the price has been bullish before the CPI. The price got rejected from this level. It You can see that the price has established its, you know strength above this level. This is how, when you trade indices, you have to just check on the levels mostly. Look, this level, when the price was broken, you can see that the price managed to, the 4 hours, which are the most important time frame of indices, most important 4 hours on anything, that gives you the outlook of the, you know the potential bias in that term or in long term as well. So you see that the price managed to close above this level. So that is an indication that the price is now ready to take off. And that's what happened. Look, in CPI, the price took off, broke the structure here, did some retest, and then it's still going up. We took some trades, I remember, right? I think on last week on Thursday or maybe Wednesday on SPX, we took a long. On Dow Jones, we took it last Friday here. But on SPX, we took one on Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. So yeah, you see in 4 hours, look, if I remove all the markups, you can see that the price in 4 hours, look just here, very clean. You see that the price, it has got 12 minutes to close, and then the price should come down at this level to get to fill up the imbalance and get the price in discount, and we could just scale up because you can see that we have the open sky now. And all this volatility that you're seeing right now today, since it's this Martin Luther King or whatever it's called. Let me see what it's called. Martin Luther King's Day. So the NY is closed. All these things you're saying is because of Trump's inauguration day. You know, you can see in this in cryptos. Look at the cryptos outperforming since yesterday. I missed this one on Trump, and I got last night. I was waiting for the price to come at this level, and I bought it last night because when it came out, it sounded like a FUD. These meme coins are mostly FUD, so it sounded like a FUD to me. And then, what's the deal? Why it's not showing this markups? Oh, the markups were here on this one. Look, I'll show you something. In a meme coin, what happened? Like I heard a lot about this Trump coin lately, and I was like, okay, so let's see what happens to this one. And it came out in 1011. It got listed with 1011, and look, the price shoot it up to 78. And I was like, shit, I missed this. I missed this good shot. And then I was like, okay, let's go technicals. You see the levels. How is it? What, like in 4 hours, you can see. I'll just remove the markups and I'll show you where I bought and how well it played. I'm still up like 2 3x, not 2 3x. I no 0.23x, but it's a good one. Like I'll just show you the technicals. Look what happened. Let me delete all of it. What happened that the price came from this level, the price got listed from this level and just shoot it up, and you see it went to 78. So what do? You see the levels. You see that the price has made a huge imbalance here, right? The huge imbalance. So technically, in the technical aspect, you can count the imbalance, right? In the 50%. So the 50% of this imbalance is here. Wait. Look what happened. You can see that the price has left an imbalance here. Everything is technicals. You can use this uh, concept on literally everything because that's how the market moves. That's how people trade. Like the majority. People say the retail traders they get kicked out. 90% of retailers are failed. Wow, it's true, but 90% of people who are not educated at all. They don't know shit. They don't know how the market goes, how the market moves, what's the structure, and what's how the technical works. They don't know shit. Those are the one who fails. But if you just apply this concept on literally everything, everything will work. You see in forex. Before I used to trade forex a lot. I used to just trade GBP JPY a lot. It used to pay my bills before. GBP JPY, gold. Before that, I used to trade gold, GBP USD, and everything has got the same technique. I just left forex because of the spread and the manipulations of the broker. These brokers, they manipulate the market in futures. Like right now, I'm trading only futures, only futures. I have some FTMOs, but I just trade CFDs on them, US30. But I left forex completely. So I'll just explain you this thing. What happened when the price got listed at $10? It went to 79.80, and we saw that there was an imbalance. I just made the markup of the 50% of the imbalance. Plus, if you go to the fibs, look, I don't really use fibs, but at some point, you can get an idea of the level where you can possibly place your trade. So this was the 50%. 50% is the golden level. Yeah. I mean, not the golden level, but 50% is the most valuable level on Fibonacci. I can make a video of Fibonacci. It's very simplified, not too many markups. You can see like I don't have too many markups and too many drama. It's just very clean. You see the 50%, that's the half of the entire movement. All right. So that has got a potential level to support or either resist the price. So you can see this was at the 50%. I put my imbalance zone here right at 50%. I bought here 39.20 39.20. No, I bought at 39.40, 40 45. No, 30, yeah, 40 45 here, right here. And the moment I bought it, I'm not gonna say how much I bought it because it's not important. The moment I bought it, it just respected the zone so well, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave this shit. If it comes back, comes back. If it goes down, because it doesn't matter. All right. So we see today what goes in the inauguration party of Donald Trump, and this shit just kept going up. All right. So these are the technicals that you need to learn, and it's very simplified. Very simplified. Now I don't need this sticker. So anyway, let's see what's going on in Dow Jones. That we have the potential levels marked. Did the price come here? No, the price has not come. It just kept shooting up. In 5 minutes, you can see that the price. Let me clear a bit. It looks like total mess. Just don't like marking up too much on the chart. But these are some important levels that I have marked up from before. What is this for? This is for the imbalance. So yeah, this is important. I'm just gonna clear up the background, maybe because it looks very dark to me. It is fine. Yeah, so we see that the price has broken up and it has been. Stop this shit, Apex. Right, so you see that the price has broken up. The price has made a kind of consolidation, but it didn't come to the retracement. The price didn't fill this imbalance as well. Look, the price hasn't filled this imbalance. That's what I meant to say when I talk about volume, because when there is no volume, there's no price action. All the good levels are missing out. This one is missing out. This one here is missing out. So there's no point. No point at all. So you see, I think I'll just call it a day now, because right now it's almost 4. At 6 the markets are gonna get closed. Not gonna risk my trading on futures because the contracts are, I mean, you cannot leave the positions open overnight, so you have to close everything. You have to get flat no matter what position you have, if you are in loss or if you are in profit. So I'm not going to risk any of my entries because I don't want to. There's no volume, there's no price action, and we don't have time. So that's it for today, and just let's see what happened in SPX and RT, and then I'll just call off a day. Call this off a day. Sorry, call it a day. Let's make it simple. Yeah. So sometimes I get just because when you speak different languages, because most of the times I speak Spanish as well. So Spanish and then Hindi, which is my mother tongue, and then English. And sometimes I have a client that I have to talk to her in French. So sometimes I'm just out of words when I'm talking. So that's the thing. You see on SPX as well, the price didn't come to this level. The price might come here and then shoot back up, but I'm not gonna risk it because it's not worth my time, my effort, and my money. Because I just trade on this account, and all my accounts get copied from this one, so I'm not gonna take any sort of risk. So that's it. I'm done for today, and RT as well, dude. I don't understand this, dude. Seriously. More look. The reason of this pair, I mean this pair, fuck, this asset is so volatile because it has got less liquidity. Can you see the moves of RT? See the moves from Friday. Look at it. Look at the moves. It's crazy all the time. So you have to be very careful when you're trading RT. So anyway, so that's all for today, guys. See you guys on Tuesday tomorrow, and I think the market will be the market gets open on the same time, the regular timings. So that's it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out in my Discord. There are plenty of good traders there. And see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.